KTM always has the practice of launching the motorcycles first at the EICMA and then doing the official launches. Similar has been the situation this year as well, where they have launched a series of motorcycles at the EICMA 2024, and of them the 390 series has been the talk of the town. Over the last couple of months, we have been spotting a lot of spy shots of the upcoming KTM 390 adventure, leaving a lot of questions to ponder upon. And finally, the wait is over. Come November 2024, KTM has finally unveiled and the new Adventure R has made its global debut at the EICMA 2024 and taking the internet by storm. And we are expecting the new bike to be launched in India very soon. Not only the Adventure R we have at the EICMA 2024, we also get to see the X variant, the Enduro R variant and the 390 SMC R variant as well. And those are the details what we're going to touch in today's video. Hello everyone, welcome back to RideStories. This is Raj, your host, and I'm super happy to share all the information what I have with the new lineup what we see here at the EICMA 2024, where KTM has unveiled a lot of its motorcycles, and of that the 390 lineup is the most interesting one. So in this video we're going to look at all the specifications of these variants, what and which are the variants which are available for India, what not, why, what are the pricing, etc. We're going to discuss in detail. So don't go anywhere, do watch the entire video till the last so that you get all the information what you're looking for from these motorcycles. So first up, let's start with the most exciting motorcycle of the lot, the Adventure R, the 390 Adventure R, where it shares the similar engine of the existing 390 Duke, producing 45 bhp and 39 Nm of torque. This new motorcycle takes a lot of inspirations from the Dakar rally bikes, and for me, new Adventure R looks very much similar to the 890R, which I see always on a lot of videos. Are you someone who also feels the same? Please put it in the comment section. I would be happy to see that. And this seems a lot of changes to the Adventure R as compared to the existing model, right from the design to the specifications to the entire setup what we see on the motorcycle. So there are a lot of changes. The Adventure R gets the long travel suspension, which is 230 mm at the front and at the rear, and also it gets a new wheel setup as well, which is 21 at the front and 18 at the rear, which makes it more off-road oriented. And also this comes with the spoke wires as well. We're not really sure whether KTM is offering the tubeless tires for these ones, so these are tube at the moment. The bike gets all new LED setup which we see on the elder siblings of the Adventure lineup. Gets a new TFT display along with the Bluetooth connectivity. We get a lot of the riding modes as well. We have the dual channel ABS, the traction control, 6-speed gearbox, bi-directional quick shifter, high mounted fender and the metal sump guard, etc. So there are a lot of offerings what we get from this new model. But one exciting addition is the introduction of the cruise control on the motorcycle, and man oh man, this is a great offering from KTM, especially in the 390 segment, because I don't see any of the other motorcycle companies offering this feature on any of the motorcycles, especially in this segment. We always see cruise control on the premium motorcycles. So great. So welcome change, and thanks to KTM for really giving this feature on this CC segment of motorcycles. And there is a provision for the auxiliary lamp setup as well, and I think this is a very good feature what we're going to get from the motorcycle, because this will also help us to stay away from the cops as well. And I hope the Indian audience here will be able to relate that, how difficult it is when we are caught by the cops for having those extra lamps on the motorcycle. So since this comes as an accessory from the company, from the motorcycle company, so I think we shouldn't be worried about this going forward. However, there is one question which is revolving in my mind and I couldn't find an answer or an information about this, is seat height. And from some of the sources I see the seat height seems to be 885, which I believe is going to be way too tall for most of the Indian riders, and some of the sources say it should not be beyond 860, which will be welcoming thing. 855, which is on the current motorcycles, and that itself seems to be too high. So 885, if it is somewhere around that, I think that might be disappointing a little bit. What are your thoughts on this one? let me know in the comment section. The price for the Adventure R is expected to be somewhere between 3.5 to 3.7, and knowing KTM the way it prices its motorcycles very competitively, so hopefully they are not going to go wrong with this as well. And with this, the new Adventure R is going to lock horns with the Himalayan 450, the GS 310, SD Adventure, and the upcoming X-Pulse 400. So the segment is really going to get heated up with so much of competition here, and there are so many options for the consumers as well. There is the Adventure X as well, which is more tarmac oriented. That will have a very basic setup. It doesn't come with the TFT, it comes with the LCD. It will have the 19 and the 17-inch wheel setup. It doesn't have a longer travel suspension. It's just going to have the 200 mm of the suspension travels, and it's going to be priced somewhere between 2.85 to 2.9 lakhs. And then there is the KTM Enduro R, which also made its global debut at the EICMA 2024. This is more of the off-road oriented motorcycle, very much off-road focused, and the people who are very much off-road oriented have the option in the Enduro R. It has the upgraded suspension, shares the 399 single cylinder which churns out the same 45 bhp, 39 Nm of torque, has the USD forks at the front and monoshock at the rear. It has the 21 and the 18 inches wheel setup at the front and the rear, and also comes with the spokes wheels here as well. The Enduro R has got the hexagonal headlamp, and you have the single flat seat, and it has overall a very good striking appearance. However, this is not expected to be the Indian shores, and this might come to the Indian markets at a later point of time. KTM has also launched the 390 SMC R version, and I feel this is a very surprising launch. We have been very recently seeing a lot of information about the launch of this motorcycle, and this has generated so much of curiosity among a lot of people, because a lot of the people out there are looking for the SMC version as well. And it shares a lot of design elements from the Enduro R, where it has the same headlamp, flat single seat, has a narrow tank extensions which looks very sharp. But however, on a disappointing note, this is also not for the Indian markets at the moment. So we are expecting it to make the Indian debut somewhere down the line. Though the Enduro R and the SMC R are produced in India at the Bajaj Chakan plant, but they are built with the purpose of selling it overseas, especially the US and the European markets. And KTM is expected to showcase these motorcycles at the India Bike Week, which is going to happen in December, and the official launch of these motorcycles is expected to take place in Jan 2025. So with the Adventure R and the Adventure X variants, which we're going to have it in Indian markets, so the people who are looking from the touring and taking the off-road very seriously, for them you have the Adventure R version, which can do both ends pretty well. And with the Adventure X, where people can save some money, where they really don't need too many features, they're okay with the basic setup on the motorcycle, where they need performance and versatility, then definitely Adventure X makes more sense for them. But then again, in between there are other options like the Himalayan, then you have the Scrambler 400 as well, which is in the frame, though it is not very much into the adventure segment, but definitely it can do a lot of things at ease. Then you have SD Adventure, the 310 GS coming off the 400 X-Pulse. Things are really going to get spice up in this segment, and it's up to the people to decide which one they need out of all the options what are available. And then Kawasaki is also planning to bring its 300 Versys to the Indian market. So man, oh man, I'm really excited for this segment. So with all these features in enticing Adventure R, the way it looks, the way it is offering on the paper, I'm really excited to have a look at this motorcycle in flesh when it arrives in the showroom, and also take a test ride and see how it is performing in the real world. On papers it is like it scores 5 out of 5, but in the real world, is it really transforming that? It's something which we will test ride and then decide. I own the 2020, the first batch KTM 390 Adventure, so definitely makes sense to compare and see where it stands, which one is better, the new one or the older one. which one holds more value for money. Therefore, all those details will be shared on this channel. So in case you have not yet subscribed to the channel yet, I would request you to kindly hit that subscribe button and stay tuned to this channel, because I'm going to bring all the information of the new launches of the KTM as and when it comes to the showroom, the test rides, the comparisons, blah blah blah. So how excited are you? And yeah, are you one among the ones who are looking to book this motorcycle? Please put that in the comment section. I'll be happy to see such comments. And what are your thoughts on these motorcycles? Which one do you prefer, the KTM ones or the Himalayan, the GS? What are your thoughts? What are your opinions on these motorcycles? I would like to see in the comment section. And I hope you would like this video. If in case you have liked this video, please hit that like button and also share it with your friends and relatives. And on that note, I'm going to end this video, and I will see you again in the next one. Till then, live life, keep traveling, follow your passion. Signing off, Raj. Jai Hind.